Welcome to part 3 of our seminar looking over insourcing and outsourcing. We left off discussing how insourcing provides very few jobs in relation to what is lost, and most of those jobs are very low paying. We receive no benefit from these companies' profits because the bookkeeping is rigged to minimize the amount of paid taxes on such profits. The problems with this situation are obvious. The American people gain few jobs at the massive cost of the tax losses this creates. As unemployed and impoverished individuals are forced to rely increasingly upon social services, those agencies have less funds to work with. By relying on foreign countries to bring jobs to us, we are giving away our power at the trade negotiations table. Making demands on companies who are bringing us jobs is roughly the equivalent of biting the hand that feeds us. This is a clear threat to our sovereignty that we should not tolerate. To solve these issues, we must make it profitable for U.S. companies to employ workers in this country and produce goods. We should not have to worry about quality jobs leaving the U.S. and rely on foreign companies to provide employment. We must exercise America's rights at the WTO to take a time out from global trade agreements long enough to correct these trade issues that lead to mass outsourcing and insourcing. Obviously, NAFTA has not been very beneficial to the U.S. In all reality, the trade pact has been an abject failure. The cruel reality of NAFTA is that it does not benefit the American worker. In fact, it encourages our jobs to leave the country in pursuit of lower wage rates, non-existent environmental standards, and trade without restrictions. We need to work to amend this agreement or eliminate it entirely. That's it for this segment of our series. Join us again next time as we conclude our discussion on insourcing and outsourcing in the American economy.